class we are going to cover some of additional transformations. I'll just rename the SSIS package. Done. So in this what are the transformations we are going to cover is that, let's see what I'll just drag the data flow task. Okay, so in order to go to the data flow task, when I click, see there is no data flow task in the control flow task, right? So you can't do anything here. So in order to do this, at least you need to add one data flow task. So I added one data flow task. See, I'll name this task name as ABC transformations part 3 or something. Okay, see here now. Oh, what happened to this? Sometimes like it's just I can't move them sometimes. Save. Just open that. Yeah. Just a Windows 8. Okay, this is a transform 3. So when I click this, now I'll go to the data flow. Okay, so today what are transformations we are going to cover is that we are going to cover the aggregate transformation. Next, later on we are going to cover aggregate transformation, conditional split and multicast. These three we are going to cover now. What is my scenario is that now the scenario is this way. I'll show you step by step. So like, because you'll know the real thing. So I'll connect here. So in a single shot we can cover three things. Data flow, in the test database we got the table, company, right click and do select 1000 rows. So what I am going to do, I am going to take the quarter and the total amount for the quarter. And some amount for the quarter, each quarter, sum of quarter. Group by quarter. When I do this, I get different records, right? 61, 46 and 37. My scenario, see it here. What I want, I'll just remove this. Okay, and so previously we got this Z, right? Okay, this is the records. Or else what I'll do, I'll paste that amount here. Oh, okay. So when we do this, so total for a quarter 1 is 61, quarter 2 is 46 and quarter 3 is 37, right? So see here, just remember that. So when we do this, so let's say I am giving here that quarter 1 sum is 61 and quarter 2 sum is 46 and quarter 3 sum is 37. Okay, just go with we'll go with the eye level. Now when I run this, what happens, I'll get the total number of records. So what my scenario is that in the SSIS, I need to do everything in the SSIS. So give me a minute. Yeah. So my first scenario, I'll get the input as this column ID, year, quarter and amount. So my first scenario is that I want to group by based on the quarter and the amount. So when I do the group by quarter and amount, so I'll get only quarter amount 1, 2, 3 and the total amount for quarter 1, total amount for quarter 2 and total amount for quarter 3. This is a thing I want. This is step 1. What is my step 2? Now I want to store the data which is having less than 50, where the amount is less than 50. That records I will create one table, okay, table underscore 50, it means it is less than 50, table, I'll write table, I'll write this way. Now I'll add two tables in the destination, okay. So I'll add two tables in the destination. One is the table, I'll write table less than LT 50 and I'll write table greater than or equal to, that is GT greater than 50. I'll write this way. So after doing the aggregation, this is the first one, and based on that I need to load the values which are greater than 50 should be loaded into the table, and the values which are greater than 50 should be loaded into this table. That is the one thing I want. At the same time, the values which are greater than 50 I want to load in two. One is I want to load into this table, at the same time the same output I want to load it in a flat file, like a text file. I want to load it. So I think you might have got that right. The first thing I want to do is that I want to group by based on the quarter and amount. So whatever the result I get, if the result is greater than 50 I want to load here, sorry, less than 50 I want to load it into the table. If the result is greater than 50, that greater than 50 I need to load into one table and I need to also load into one text file. That I need to load the same input into two different files, okay. So how we are going to do? We are going to see step by step process. The first thing we need to do aggregate. So for doing aggregate, what I will do, just I will take the OLEDB source, OLEDB source, click on this. Now I will just go here, cancel, new connection. Already I got the text connection. I will just select the text, okay. So now the table name is company done. I will just to see the columns, you got it. When I see the preview, you can see all the data. Now I want to do a group by. So in order to do group by is nothing but you will when you do the group by, when you use aggregate functions. So there is a transformation called aggregate. Just drag and drop the transformation and provide the input to the transformation. Now when I click here, what columns I want? I just want quarter and amount, okay. I click quarter and amount. So there is nothing here. So what is the quarter amount? Quarter is nothing but group by, right? That's it. What is the amount? You are going to sum it. Sum. That's it. Only this one we are going to write, right? Group by quarter, and you are going to sum by amount. See here. That's it. You are good. Just click it. Are you able to get this one? Hello everyone. So whatever the columns you do group by, whatever the columns you are going to do under the, because here if I want to do sum, I will write quarter comma sum of amount and I will do group by on quarter, right. The same way you do group by on quarter and the amount will be sum. That is it. Because amount is of integer type, so it didn't detect automatically. You can see the amount is of integer type. If the amount is some money or anything, by default it will detect as a sum only. Even whatever the aggregate function you want, you can see, you can do sum, you can do average, you can do max, you can do minimum, you can also do count also, okay. Like this you can do all different types of aggregate functions here. You can use all the aggregate functions. Now I will click OK. So based on this all the columns I am doing aggregate on group ID, so aggregate on quarter, and I am doing sum on amount. That's it. So the output from this will be only two columns, one is a quarter and another is the amount. And amount I can rename the amount also if I want. Output alias I can rename it as total amount, like this. Done. I got it. So what is my condition now? I am able to do the aggregate function. So I am done with this. What is the second step? Based on the condition, I need to split them. If the amount is less than 50, I want to load it into one table. If the amount is greater than 50, I want to load it in another table. So first I will create two tables. So first table I will create as create table. I will name table amount less than 50. and I'll just give quarter as integer, and I'll give amount, total amount, TA, TMT as integer, anything, because we are loading integer only, right, integer. The same thing I'll copy one more table, less than, this will be the greater than. Okay, that's it. So we are good. Next, what I am going to do here? So we have created two tables. So the amount is, if the amount is less than 50, I want to store it in the table. If the amount is greater than 50, I want to store this. TA means total amount, GT means greater than 50. TA means total amount, LT means less than 50. Okay. So now see, based on this output, I want to split the output into two groups. Based on the amount, I want to split the output into two groups. So how to split? So in order to split anything, you can only split by using the condition split. So if you want to split the output into two different, if you want to split one input into two different outputs, so this is a scenario. So you will be getting this, you will be getting the output. So based on your condition, you are going to split them. So 246 and 337 will be going to the left, that is a less than, and greater than 1,61 will go into the greater than table. At the same time, you should also go into the flat file. Right now, we will see. So in order to split them in T equal, you can do by using the condition split. So just drag and drop the condition split. After when you drop, give the input to the condition split. Okay, we have provided input to the condition split. Now click on. What is my first condition? You can give the conditions here. What is my first condition? If the total amount less than 50, this is the condition, right? I am having now total amount less than 50, then that one I will take it as less than 50. I will write it here, less than 50. This is my one output. What is the second output? Greater than 50. Done. So here what I will do, I will just drag and drop the total amount from here, and it is a greater than 50, just write 50. So we are given less than 50 and greater than 50. What happens if 50 comes? Then it will go to some other default output, that's it. Okay, it is equal to 50, because we didn't capture, right, equal to 50. If any other, if I get any record which is not satisfying this condition, so now after this condition split, I will have three outputs from the condition split. One output, wherever the amount I am having less than 50, that output I can see in less than 51. You can see now, I will show you. Wherever I am having the amount greater than 50, that one I can capture from this output. Wherever it is equal to 50, which does not satisfy this both conditions, then else that will be equal to 50. Okay, default. If you don't give also, nothing to worry. Okay, I will click OK. So now since I want to load them into the tables, right, just I will drag OLEDB destination, because I need two destinations, one for less than 50 and another is a greater than 50. OLEDB destination and OLEDB destination. So now I will connect. When I connect it, so remember, see it clearly in the condition split, we are given the output name. Wherever the amount is less than 50, that output name we are given less than 50. Wherever the amount is greater than 50, we are given greater than 50. So else, other is I have given equal to 50. Now see, when I drag and drop the condition split, now I will ask which output I need to take. So we load, so I am just cancelling that. Here we load the data into less than 50 table. Here we load the data into greater than 50. Okay. So now I will just connect it here. So now which output I need to take? Less than 50. See here, less than 50. Done. Okay. Now when I click, I will go to the table and I will give a TA Oh, did we create the tables? Oh, it's a TAL, yeah, TAG, yeah, we should see the table number. Oh, sorry, again I did a mistake. I have created in the master table. doing a lot of mistakes again and again. So I'll just go to the system tables, master tables, and I'll just delete them. So now I'll just go to the instead of master, I'll go to the test database and I'll create there. So now with the test database created, I'll just execute it. Now you can see the table name here. When I refresh it, definitely the temp TA. Okay, just I'll close, and when I open, I can now I can see it. And open, yeah, click on this temp. It is a less LT means less than, right? Less than 50. Now see the mapping. You did the mapping. Okay, done. The same thing I'll do. I'll just connect it with the greater than now. So it will ask which output. I need the greater than. Okay, then done. So in the greater than, I'll just connect it to the LA. So TA greater than, right? TA greater than. Done. That's it. When I do the mapping, done. Okay. Now what is my scenario? Now I did. I based on the conditional split, I have splitted the records into two things based on the amount, because we will be getting amount, right? We will be getting two columns. Based on the amount column, total amount, I have splitted the output. But my scenario, the values which are greater than 50, see the condition 3 here. This is my scenario, right? This is 2 and this is 3. So in the 3, I need to load the values which are greater than 50. I want to load into two outputs. One is a table, and I also want to load that same the values which are greater than 50 into one text file also. But you can see, okay, I want to load that into a text file. So what I'll do, I'll just take the flat file destination. Now connect it. When I connect from this, see, it is taking equal to 50. You can see the condition type here. You can see that it is taking equal to 50. But what I want this output to be greater than 50, not equal to 50, right? So from the condition split, you can't connect the same output. I want the greater than 50, the same output. See, you can see a name. Whatever output you connect, you can see that name here. I want same greater than 50 to be connected this flat file also, but you will not get this, because in the condition split already you have used less than and greater than 50, right? You can't use the same output again. Once you use, that's it. You can't use the same output again. See, automatically you will be getting, you had one default output that is equal to 50, right? So that is the only output left. So you will be getting by default that output only, but you want to have a greater than 50. So I want to duplicate the records. Whatever the output you get from this, I want to make that output into two types. So for that purpose, you will be using one multicast. Multicast means you give one input to the multicast, and how many outputs you want to take, you can take one out from the one input, you can take that many outputs. You can duplicate the data. That for that purpose you use a multicast. So you can't directly connect the same output into same one into two different destinations. No, you can connect only one output to one destination. That's it. So if you want to duplicate that one output into multiple destinations, so for this purpose you will just use multicast. Go here, drag and drop multicast, and what I'll do, I'll just delete this one. I'll just delete it, and what I'll do now, I'll just go here, connect it, and now I'll connect greater than 50. Done. So after this, I can connect the same output to n number of things. I can connect to this same greater than 50 value. I can also connect to this. You can connect n number. Even I'll get another thing. How many outputs I want to take from single input, I can do that. Now when I click this, now I'll give something table name. Okay. And see one more thing. You have seen override data in the file. What is meant by override data in a file means, basically in the table, if you have a file, if you load that data again and again into the file, so what happens? The old data will be deleted and the new data will be inserted. Let's say there is a file here, you have created the file, you have loaded some data. Again when you load next time other data, the old data will be erased and it will be replaced with the new data. Okay, that is the meaning of this override data in a file. Click new. Okay, done. I'll get a file, so I'll just name it as greater than 50, and I'll create browse. So we got from files folder, right? So we'll write greater than 50. 50 file, text file, open. So that's it. I want column names in the first header, columns, and okay. Okay, and see the mappings, it is done. Okay. Now when I run the package, I will see the output in two ways. First I will see the output here. First I will see the output here in the aggregate. Right click, enable data viewer. Next I will see output here. Right click, enable data viewer. And I will see the output. When I click here, you can see the data during the runtime. Enable data viewer. Now I will click here. I want to see the output in all the three things. See it here. Okay, enable data viewer. Now what I am going to do, I am just going to execute this. You can do it by execute, or you can right click on the package and execute. Everything is same. Now see after doing the aggregation. So this enable data viewer I used after the aggregation, right? I'll just move this one up. I'll just close that bottom one. Yeah, see here, I did this. I did the enable data viewer after aggregation. See, whatever we expected, the quarter 1 is 61, quarter 2 is 46, and quarter 3 is 37, right? You got the same output here. Done. I'll just do detach. I'll just close this. Now again I'll get one more data viewer for C. So I got multiple data viewers. What is the data viewers? I got less than 50. See, data viewer less than 50, data viewer at transform 3. So this is a less than 50 condition, right? See, less than 50. So what are the records I got less than 50, that is shown here in the less than 50. Okay. So I'll just close the less than 50. See, this is a greater than 50. So what happened? Because I am transferring the greater than 50 into the multicast, right? You got 161 into the greater than 50. So I'll just now whatever you got 161, that 161 will be sent into two destinations. See, I got two things. One is for the this one. Actually, multicast is showing output 1. Okay. So multicast it in the two outputs. This is output 1 and this is output 2. So in the two outputs you can see the same record. So you got 161 record into the multicast. The same 161 record is passed into multiple destinations. Okay. Yeah, someone go ahead. Hello. So this is a way how you are going to do the, whenever you are getting some input data, you want to send that same input data into multiple destinations, same input data. Then you can't use the only option you have is that you can do by using multicast. See, I took one input from this, whatever the input I get into the multicast, that is greater than 50 record, the same record I am sending into multiple destinations, the same record. If you want to send the same record into multiple destinations, you just use a multicast. You can send into multiple destination, not only one. See, even though I can send it to another destination also. That is the use of the multicast. And here, so what we have seen, we have did the aggregate function. Based on the total, we have conditionally split the output. If the amount is less than 50, I have split it into here. If the amount is greater than 50, I have split here. So whatever the amount I am having greater than 50, I am duplicating the records into two outputs by using the multicast. So everyone is clear with this one, three concepts: aggregate, condition split, and multicast. Hello?
Yes, Bhaskar.
So just you can ignore this. So data viewer you will just use for the testing purpose to see the data. You are not going to keep in the production. Once you are done, so make a habit that just remove them. Disable data viewer all. When you create the data viewer, you can't see that records now. Okay. Disable data viewer. That's it. When I run, automatically the package will run. That's it. You can't see the data flow. When I create the data viewer, then I can see the data flowing from this one to here. Okay, this is the use of this. So we are covered aggregate function, condition split, and multicast. So now what we are going to see is that this is a transformation. I'll just disable this. Now I'll drag one more thing, data flow task, transform. I'll name it as transform 4. I'll just name transform. That's it. So when I click on this, now we are done with this. Merge join, multicast we are done. Okay. So now what we are going to see? We are going to see lookup. Okay. We are going to see the lookup. I am going to explain greatly about the lookup. So try to understand this. Let's say this is my scenario. I am having database on one server.
Sorry, Bhaskar, you are recording now.
Yeah, I am recording that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Or else I'll just stop it here and I will record one other thing.